So, beside me, I've got Cramer's brand new commercial zero-turn mower. This is the Optimus ZTC 132R. Now, a couple of years ago, James had a go on what we would call Mark 1. This is new and improved, and we'll call this Mark 2. Now, when James got his hands on the original machine several years ago, shall we say he thought there was room for improvement. But this machine looks more aesthetically pleasing, and certainly from the specs, packs more of a punch. So here's my key, a little stick with a magnet on the end. Pop it in there, push button start, like that, and look at that LCD screen. Now, I've only got 39% battery charge, and a lot of you will probably think, ooh, he's not going to be able to mow very much with that. But I'll tell you a little bit more about the machine in a minute. Now, on the side, you got your blade speed. So you got blade speed 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you got power mode, I presume, for drive motors, service, steering calibration. Yeah, lots to look at. And the entire range comes equipped with 4G connectivity, enabling remote diagnostics and real-time machine tracking via the Cramer Connect app. Right, let's set the deck down. So you've got a nice foot operator control on there. Presumably that's a lock, is it? Yeah, that's a lock. And then you've got this pin adjustment system, so all the way from 127 millimeters down to 25 mil, which is pretty short, especially for a wide decked mower. So let's go sort of, I don't know, should we go for 50 mil? I don't think it's going to take too much off the lawn, and then if we need to go shorter, we can. And up on the PTO. Now that is blade speed 1, blade speed 2, 3. I still don't know what the energy thing's all about. I'm sure we'll find that out. We'll start on eco first. We're off. Now, the first lawn area we've got here is what we call the weekly mow. So you're probably going in once a week, cutting it down and giving a nice formal finish. Now, the deck on this is 132 centimeters, so it's quite a wide deck. It's 52 inch in old money. So it'll be interesting to see how it obviously performs on undulating lawn. Then we'll take it onto some rougher areas and do some hopefully longer grass cutting, and then we'll do some slope mowing as well on a different area. So stay tuned to see what this machine can really do. Boom. Now, I cut that all on blade speed 1. What I want to do is find some grass in a minute where I need to really whack up the speed and the power of the deck and see what it can do. But as you can see, I did leave a little bit of clippings behind because this deck is a rear discharge deck. So it discharges the clippings right out the back. Now, there is a mulch attachment which is additional to this as well. So if you want a finer finish, you can get that. But yeah, on a lawn area like this, you know, it's not leaving too bad a finish. If you're a council contractor or, you know, landscaper or something like that, which you've got more like park ground and you want to cover the ground very, very quickly and just literally just chuck the clippings out the back. Right, so one thing that stares me in the eye straight away is the thickness of the cutting deck. And also the blade motors on top. There's some substantial metal work in the top of this machine. You've got 5 anti-sculpt wheels, and you've got a step on and step off plate to get onto the machine itself. You've got anti-scuff side protectors as well, so if you're mowing up against walls or anything like that, that's a nice little addition. But one thing that strikes me already is how they've managed to compact those motors. Now, on James's original machine, the motors were probably like that deep, which is quite a lot of, you know, motor above the cutting deck. So I think what they've done is they basically streamlined everything back. Now, these motors, there's basically 3 on the cutting deck, 1 driving each blade. They're counter-rotating, which obviously disperses the grass better and discharges it out the back more efficiently. And then if we take this plate off, you can see you can get underneath there to clean everything out. Now, this is where it gets seriously interesting. Underneath the bonnet is a 24 kilowatt hour battery. That will produce enough runtime to cut 75,000 square meters. That's right, 75,000 square meters. In old money, that is 18.53 acres. Are you even going to mow 18.53 acres in one day? That is incredible. There's no getting away from it. And that is equivalent, this whole machine, to 65 horsepower a 65 horsepower machine, which is battery, that will mow 18.53 acres. I just can't get my head around that. Now, if 18 acres isn't enough for you, the 182 model comes with a 36 kilowatt hour battery, which will mow 24.7 acres on a single charge. Cramer is certainly doing something right. So it features front and back ETO ports, or electronic takeoff points, where you can fit a Cramer blower and other powered attachments. It also means you can charge up smaller Cramer batteries from these points. And it doesn't stop there, because the machine itself has wheel hub motors. So you've got direct drive, you've got a strong drive on the wheel itself. Instead of having a gearbox underneath with a spindle that comes out and is driven off studs, the motor is built into the center of this wheel assembly. In the comments below, I want you to let me know what you think figure-wise this machine is actually worth, because at the end of the video we'll discuss pricing, and I think it will really surprise you. Right, lawn area done. Let's move on to something a little bit more challenging. We are going to check out the ride quality and how comfy it is. We're also going to do a speed test, and we're going to see how powerful that cutting deck really is. Because in the field we've got here, we've actually flailed it off with a tractor mower. In the middle, it still needs a bit of tidying. And round the edge, we've got a lot of uncut areas where we can actually get in with the tractor. So it's going to be perfect and ideal, because there's varying material, there's some rushes, there's some weed, and there's some long grass. Right, so this time we're going to crank it up to the full blade speed. There is no lack of power from that machine. Right, how comfy is it? Well, there's a couple of things we can have a look at. Right, so the seat, nice premium leather seat. And as you can see down here, we've got a dial, a weight gauge. Now, I set it to 45 kilos because I'm nice and light. Joking. I'm gonna need to be up round, well, I don't know, what do you reckon? 85, 90, something like that, kilos? Gotta be in that. Big boy like me. So you just screw that up, and that adjusts how much suspension you have on the seat, so how much up and downy movement you have. So yeah, I could probably go a little bit more than that actually. So there's that, that's really comfy. I really like these because they're big grips as well. Sometimes you get zero turns and they're quite spindly. Doesn't feel like there's much there. Now, leg room. At the start of this video, we all jumped on it because, you know, we had to flip a coin as who's going to do this video, and luckily I won. I guessed heads. But with this one here, yeah, when we jumped on, we thought, oh, actually, there's not a lot of room for our legs. But having a little play around, we noticed we've got a lever down here, and we can slide that right back. So if you are long-legged, you've now got plenty of room to put your legs. Because what you don't want is don't want too much of a gap back here. You want to be nice and comfortable. And especially if you're going downhill, you want to be able to support yourself, keep yourself back in the seat. So yeah, I really do like that. But what about grass that's thick in the bottom on a really low setting? So that will really test these motors. So if we take the pin out and drop it down to 25 mil, drop our deck right down so it's on the floor, we'll put it on blade, or the highest blade speed, and we'll go flat out, or see how quickly we can go before the machine actually stops. Yes, this machine is rapid, but the drive speed can be controlled via the LCD screen or via the app. And this also gives control to fleet managers to prevent operators from speeding. Yeah, I shouldn't be mowing grass like that. But yeah, it's got some proper power behind it. There's no getting away from that. I might be a little bit bunged up in the deck as well now. But one thing it has done is when I've overloaded it, it has stopped the deck, or it has cut it out. So, you know, it goes to show how much power it has got, because I was cutting grass, and I was cutting dry grass, and I was cutting pretty much flat out as well. And if I did mention, it goes at 25.6 kilometers per hour. Now, it is lumpy and bumpy in this field, but with the seat as well, that suspension seat and the armrest is very, very comfortable. Right, enough playing around. Let's go and find some slopes and do what I call more commercial cutting. Right, there's a few little handy features this machine has got, where it's got the rollover protection bar, and you can see it's got the flashing lights. There's 360-degree lighting. So basically it's got, I presume there's lighting at the front. Hopefully there's lighting at the front. There's lighting on the side. There's lighting at the top, and there's lighting on the rear. So it's giving you visibility, especially if you're in commercial applications, that you're going to have visibility. The other thing is, with the ROPS bar, this offers 20-degree of slope capabilities. And also, on about slopes, there's something called traction control on the screen which we can turn on and off. So it'd be interesting to see what actually that does, because I don't think I've actually had a mower or tried a mower before that's got that function. Certainly, you know, I've tried mowers with diff lock and that locks the wheels up, but having traction control might be a little bit different. I must say that is one of the most comfiest zero-turn mowers I've used on banks. Because of the low centre of gravity, it makes you feel very comfortable. But there was a couple of few sort of sticky situations where I had to sort of back out, the wheels started spinning. The ground up behind is quite loose, you know, there's some sort of damper patches as well. So I think it's now time to try that traction control to actually see what sort of difference that does make. Now it's as simple as going into the menu and pressing, there we go, traction control. Now nice touch screen element there. Increase traction in wet, loose and slippery terrain. Now I don't really know what it's going to do, but I'm sure we're going to find out. It could be a diff lock, could be it makes you only go in a straight line. I don't know. Let's go. It's quite slow. That's full speed. Can I turn? I can turn. So this is where I spun a minute ago. So let's see if I can turn on the spot. Oh, look at that. It actually does work. I don't know if the wheels were spinning or not. Didn't look like they were spinning. Right, let's try it here, where we were sliding before. Turn the ride-on mower, spin it round on the spot. This is where normal zero turns would probably fail, because one wheel would be spinning quicker than the other, and then you'd get into problems. Can I back up? Don't know. It did pull me out. It did pull me out. Don't know. It might be like Marmite. You might love it or you might hate it. I think it works though. So there we go. That is the Cramer ZTC 132R. There is a lot to like about it. Now, at the start of the video, I asked you guys what you thought the price of this machine is, and it's just over the 23 grand mark plus the VAT. And I think that is a lot of kit for the money, especially when you consider how much battery power is in the back of this machine and how long it will run for. I mean, it will do a day's work. Now, we started off, I think we had about 37% charge when we first started the video. We're now down to about 29%. It says we've done 3 hours of continual work. Now that is obviously transport and mowing, but that is a lot of work that we've done with it. I also did say that James obviously reviewed the previous model, and there was a few things that he picked up on that maybe needed improvement. Now, we can't shrug away from the fact that the previous version could cut 9 acres. That is plenty of grass. This thing can do over double that. And I would say this model does look great. The original was all right, but it looked a little bit more like a prototype. It was all a bit square-edged, a bit boxy. This one is very aesthetically pleasing. It's pretty sexy if you ask me. The older model come with 2 charging points. You had a standard charger and you had a fast charging point, whereas this one is just a fast charger. What do you want to do? You charge it fast, don't you? So in the side here, in she goes, like so. One fast charging point that will charge this machine up within 8 hours. So that means you can do your day's work, go home, charge it up, and then you're ready to mow again.
Pretty sexy if you ask me.
But I do have one negative. Now, it's not going to affect everyone, but I've got a bit of a gut, there's no getting away from that. And that I did find that seat belt, every time I moved, it got tighter and tighter. So every sort of, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, I had to undo the seat belt, put it back on again, make sure I had a little bit of room, and go again. Now, you know, that's only a little minor thing, and there's not a lot I don't like about this machine. It is great, but I think the biggest thing to take away from it is the amount of run time you get from that battery. Now, there'll be people in the comments, I see it already, you'll still have the battery haters. Oh yeah, well, I can fill up my blah, 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 so many times a day and I can do a whole day's mowing. Well, you can do a whole day's mowing with this. So, can't really say a lot more, can I? Hey? And everyone's happy, including James, because there's not just one, but there's 2 cup holders. So this is the Cramer ZTC132R. If you're looking to go battery, you'd be silly not to jump on one and give one a go. Now, Cramer are building an extensive dealer network throughout the UK, so there'll be a local dealer very close to you. We're Machinery Nation, and we bring you product videos every week all about tools and machinery. We hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please like, subscribe, and ding that notification bell. And we dropped another video down to the corner, which you might be interested in. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!